Would I be the asshole for reporting a doctor for indicating I was cheating? Little context before I get into it. I, female, 27, and with my partner, male, 26, for 3 years. We have a great relationship, and from the day we met, we never dated anybody else. I had a more fun past than my partner, but always got checked to be safe. Important context. I got myself checked right before I met my partner and was all clear. Fast forward to October just gone, I had just given birth via emergency C-section to our beautiful baby boy. This was after a failed induction, 3 sweeps, bags burst, 48 hours in labor, and a hormone drip. I was in the depths of PPD. Not only the PPD, but my surgery went wrong, causing nerve damage in my arm and not being able to use it for 8 weeks after surgery. Thankfully, the feeling is back. Myself and our son were in hospital for 6 days after his birth. We went home and we were scared but excited. On the 10th day of his life, I noticed his eyes were puffy and a little gloopy and decided to call the on-call doctor as it was, Sunday late evening. He asked us to come down, which we did. This is where it went all wrong. The doctor asked how old my son was. I replied, 10 days. He said, yes, I already know what it is. Without looking at him, he gave me this really long terminology that sounded like the furniture would move if you said it out loud. He told me to look it up when I'm at home. Alone. I live with my partner and our son. I looked it up in the doctor's office and nearly died there and then. It basically said conjunctivitis due to chlamydia. When I tell you, looked at him like he had 17 heads. This is actually common as some forms of the ita-au don't show up in women. I started bawling. I said then I don't have that as I tested before my partner and I have been with nobody else since. He then looked at me to say, are you sure? If I wasn't crying so hard, only crying so hard because I thought I harmed my son, I genuinely would have slapped him. He looked at my partner with sympathy. I then said, I did not have a vaginal birth, so how could that have happened? This specific condition that is common, bearing in mind, has to be via vaginal birth. He fobbed off what I said. He basically blamed and shamed me for absolutely nothing. We left there, and I got a home test kit from the hospital, and ironically, would you believe? I was clean, as was my partner. Then when we went to my child's actual pediatrician, he explained that was impossible as I was a birth via section. I wanted to ring back and gave him a piece of my mind, calling him ignorant and inconsiderate to people and new mothers who already have a lot going on. My partner said I would be a bit of an a-hole if I rang back to give him a lot of stick when I can just moved on, whereas I think he needs to realize he has to listen and not shame people even if this does happen. Never mind if it doesn't. Would I be the asshole to actually report him to the board for his attitude?